Hello everybody and welcome back to TacomaStars.com. I'm John Billings. Tonight we've got an in-depth look at the Tacoma Stars roster. A special treat for you as we dive beneath the surface and find out some of the things that make this Stars team tick. Well, how about a 26-year-old defender? A guy with 2 goals and 4 assists on the season. The stats might not jump out at you and really overly impress you, but what will impress you is the suitcase full of memories and experiences. Vitalie Bulala is the Moldovan defender we're talking about tonight, and I caught up with Todd Stauber and Vitalie himself to find out about the leadership, the experience, and what he brings to the Tacoma Stars.
Well, he's very confident, and he's got good reason to be. He's got a lot of experience, and he's a good player. So he does bring that confidence to the table. Every night that we train, he's very competitive, and you'll see that every time he plays. He brings a lot to the table for us because he is a very confident guy, a very confident player, and so that helps us a ton.
I prefer to play in the defense and to start the attacks, with the balls on the ground and playing the targets in their feet. I don't prefer too much battles and long balls. I like quick, short passes. And I like the most important for me is to have more assists, in the game and to not get goals against.
Vitalie's soccer life began as a young boy in the small Eastern European country of Moldova.
I started playing maybe at the age of 10 years old, and growing up playing for a club in my home country, in the capital Chisinau. It was the best soccer club for kids, and our first team was national champions, long time playing in the Champions League, but just first, second round, and it was a dream to play in a high level. But after I was 17 years old, I started playing futsal, and I started like it more than soccer. At 18 years old, I started to play for the U21 national team, playing European Cups twice, and the same I played for once in a UEFA Cup in futsal. What it's similar Champions League in soccer.
Vitalie's youth soccer took him to competitions all over Europe, and after completing college in Moldova, the United States called him to a new frontier.
Graduate university in the same year, and after a couple weeks I came here. My brother came a year later than me, with 2 weeks, and we both decided to come to US and just to change something in our lives. The same, he's older than me with 2 years, and the same graduate university and playing soccer both together, and just came to find something better, to change something in our lives, and hoping that we can help our parents there.
Once settled into the Puget Sound, it was again soccer that aligned the Stars for Vitalie, this time the Tacoma Stars.
I remember it was a funny history that I was playing with my friends at the soccer center, in a B League, against some, not in a good level, just having fun. And a friend of mine, he was a long time here, he met Greg House, who Stars practicing on the backfield, and he said, "Look, I have a couple of friends and they wanna maybe join to your team." And he said, "Okay, we can maybe call them to play a little bit soccer there on the backfield." And I played there with my brother and another friend, and one of our keepers, and Lucas played for us, for playing against the other against the Tacoma Stars team, and we beat them 3-1. I remember that day. Yeah, and after we started practicing, going to the practices and playing with the Stars, and it was fun,
Things picked up with the team, and Bulala became an integral part of the championship-winning Tacoma Stars. Now, even an ocean away from his parents, he still stays in touch, and when he talks with Dad, they still talk soccer.
Yeah, it's good for my father. He all the time was coming with us to all the games, you know, like from kids to adults. And right now, when I talk with him and tell him about all the games, how I play, how maybe I score or not, or win, lose, you know, everything, and it's good, you know, for him and for me that he still, you know, we still play here. I have a couple friends who came here, the same being soccer players, and they quit because no teams, no need job, you know, and that's. But for me, it's very important, you know, soccer. I cannot live without it.
It's true that soccer is something that brings everybody together, brings nationalities, and brings life stories out right in front of us. In talking with Vitalie, you could see soccer, the game he loves, has been the constant from Moldova as a youth player to a futsal U21 player to a Tacoma Star player here in the United States. Come out and see Vitalie and company play for the last time this season, February 11th and 12th. Right here at Starfire, they'll be taking on Anaheim, still in the playoff hunt, although they would need a little bit of help and certainly have to take care of business here at home. Well, for all of our crew here on TacomaStars.com, I'm John Billings.